Hello, welcome everyone to Career Launcher. My name is Naveen, and today we'll be looking at basic numeracy of CSAT 2025. So basically, we'll be solving some questions related to maths. We will look at the formulas or the shortcuts. We'll try to understand how to go about problem solving. And we have brought in questions from different topics of maths. Okay. So I hope this session is going to help you. Let's begin with our first question of the day. What is the least possible number of cuts required to cut a cube into 216 identical pieces? So basically what happens is if you have a cube, which is a three-dimensional figure, and if you happen to make a cut, what happens is it breaks into two parts. Well, if you have a cut, and if you have a cube and if you make two cuts, it will break into three parts. So basically n cuts helps you break it down into n plus 1 pieces. Now since it's a three dimension, so three dimension would mean that if I make another cut horizontally or parallel to the base, what will happen? I'll have two cuts up and two cuts below, or basically two pieces above, two pieces below. So we will end up having four such shapes. So this is basically, if I make one cut, it will have two pieces. If I make one horizontal cut, it will have another two pieces. So we'll have four pieces. Similarly here, if we make two cuts horizontally, so we will have three pieces and another three pieces. Now, if I cut it sideways, that will give us another two pieces. So we will have a total of 8 pieces here. So this is piece number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then there is a hidden part, which is directly opposite to this particular small cube. Similarly, if we make two cuts from the side, we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 pieces in the front, 9 behind it, and the 9 further behind it. So we'll have 27. Using the same logic, so if we have 216 pieces, we have to make sure that 216 is product of three numbers. Now, since we need to minimize it, we need to make it least. The product of the three numbers that we are going to take 216 as, those three numbers should be as close as possible. जितना नजदीक लग सकते हो, as in 2 into 3 into 4, 2, 3, 4 नजदीक है, उससे ज्यादा नजदीक है 3 into 3 into 3, right? So the closer the values are, we will have maximum number of pieces with the least number of cuts. So 216 can be written as 6 into 6 into 6. So if you need 6 pieces, let's say vertically, then you need 5 cuts. If you need another 6 pieces horizontally, you need 5 cuts, and 6 pieces sidewise, you will need another 5 cuts. So total number of cuts required is 5 into 5 into 5, which is 15 cuts. Option C. Let's look at the other problem. A certain number of men can complete a piece of work in 40 days, where D is a natural number. By what percent the number of men be decreased in order to complete the same work in 50 days? So there is a formula that work is given as number of men into their efficiency, if efficiency is involved in a problem, into the duration or how long are they working. So if you look at this particular problem, we have certain number of men that can complete a piece of work. Efficiency is not talked about, so we can ignore this particular variable. And they are supposed to complete it in 40 days. The same work can be completed by certain number of men in 50 days. So we need to find out by what percent the number of men are going to decrease. So basically we are supposed to find out m dash upon m, which will give us 4d upon 5d, which is 4 by 5, which is nothing but 80%. So 80% means that we will have to decrease the number of men by 20%. Straightforward. Not much complicated, simple line, simple way. So basically what happens is if we look at days, so days decreases by 20%. So we will have the number of men they are going to in decrease by 20%. So both sides, the same percentage change will happen because they are inversely proportional. That's the concept. Okay, next. 111 raised to 999 plus 999 raised to 111 is divisible by which of the following numbers? So basically, any digit written three times is that digit into 3 into 37 because 3 into 37 is nothing but 111. Now, when you multiply 1 with any digit, it changes to that digit. So if you talk about 111 to the power 999, we can say that this is 3 into 37 to the power 99, which is 3 to the power 999 into 37 to the power 999. Similarly, if you look at 999 to the power 111, this is 3 into 37 into 9 because 9 is the digit here. Here into 1 we could have written. It wouldn't have changed anything. So this is 3 to the power 111 into 37 to the power 111 into 9 to the power 1. So if we look at these two, the common things that we can take out is a 3 for sure. We can take out 37 also for sure. So 3 and 37, they both can be brought in. So it's either C or D. Now between C and D, the only thing or the number that is different is that in C option, 2, it says that 2 is not possible. In D, it says 2 is also possible. So it's pretty simple that this is 111, which is an odd number. To the power anything will remain odd. And 999 is also an odd number. Odd to the power anything remains odd. Sum of two odd numbers is going to be even. Since the sum is going to be even, that means the sum is going to be a multiple of 2. And if it is a multiple of 2, it should be divisible by 2. Right? Okay. Next. What is the rightmost digit preceding the zeros in the value of 70 raised to 35? So basically 70 raised to 35 is going to have certain digits followed by certain zeros. How many zeros? 35 trailing zeros we are going to have. Now the question is asking us which digit will this be? So basically this digit is going to be the one with 7 to the power 35 is going to yield. 7 to the power 35 is going to be a large number. Uska units digit will become that digit here, isn't it? So basically what we do is we see that 35 can be written as 4k plus what? As in, we have to think of 35 as a number which is in the table of 4 plus something. If it is more than 4, that means we need to further do the division. So basically 35 when divided by 4, it goes 8 times and we will have remainder 3. So we can say it is of the form 4 into 8 plus 3. We are not concerned about the quotient. We will simply write 4k plus 3. Now 7 to the power 4k into 7 to the power 3 is what it will change. When we have powers being added, it's because we have the same bases that are getting multiplied. Now 7 to the power 4 is a number that will always end in 1. 7 to the power 4 is 2401. And 7 cube is the number 343. So 343 is a number that ends in 3. Now, any number that ends in 1, doesn't matter what power you give to them, it will always end in 1 into a number that ends in 3. So the product will end in just 3. So this digit is going to be 3. So option B becomes our answer. Next. A number is mistakenly divided by 3 instead of multiplying by 3. What is the percentage change in the result thus obtained due to this error? So basically we have a number, we were supposed to multiply it by 3. Okay, this is what we were supposed to do. But we end up dividing this by 3. So what is the percentage change? So percentage change would mean change divided by with whatever comes first here, or whatever came first here. So this is supposed value. So what is the change here? Since n into 3 is larger, so we will do that. So 3n minus n by 3 divided by the supposed value. So denominator in a fraction or in a percentage is the one that comes first, that is supposed to happen. So n will cancel out. What we will say is this is 3 into 3, which is 9, 9 minus 1, and 3 into 3, which is 9. So this is basically going to give us 8 upon 9. So the change is 8 out of 9. So this, when solved, is nothing but 88.88%. So C option becomes our answer. Well, I hope each of the questions were interesting ones. You learned something new. I'll come back again with another session on this. We'll bring in more questions to you every week. Take care. I'll see you very soon.